Coach Stahl has always complained about feeling underappreciated. Let's face it, Coach Stahl can be a little bit dramatic sometimes. But tonight, I have the perfect opportunity to honor and to thank him in the way that he deserves. I've had the pleasure of getting to know James Stahl over the last 4 years, and each year has brought with it something new. Freshman year, on the first day of practice, he had his corner up, and he said, "I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I'm the hardest on my middles and my setters." I was a middle, my sister was a setter, and hard on us he was. But that taught us that no matter how much younger or smaller we are, we could play big if we believed we could. Sophomore year, I couldn't stand the man. I would come home every day from practice angry and upset because of something he had said or done, but that taught me how to be a fighter and how to grow and persevere, because that was exactly what he wanted me to do, was to get motivated and work hard to be better. Junior year, we were friends again. It was the Cinderella season. He'd taken the team that had gone 0-14 the first year he started to 14-0 that year. It was great. The season was fantastic. The team was awesome, and it was all because of him. Later on that year, I was playing in my second club tournament of the season when I fell and tore my ACL meniscus. It just so happened that in that very moment, Coach Stahl was on my court, and he was one of the first people to come over to me and to make sure I was okay and tell me that everything was going to be all right. I was going to get through it. Later on that same year, I was having a horrible day at school and I could not stop crying. And I went to Coach Stahl's office and he was in the middle of something, but he dropped everything and just sat and listened to what I had to say until I felt at ease again. That year, he taught me how to persevere in even the most challenging of situations. Senior year was tough for me because I had just gotten released in late August from being out for 8 months because of my injury. And I came back and I wasn't the same player I'd once been, and I was frustrated. I wanted to come back, grab the bull by the horns, and just go out there and play like I had before, but Coach Stahl was more concerned about my health, so he sat me down and said he would ease me into things. Although it was frustrating at the time, I know he did it because he cared. Again, because I was so frustrated, I remember one game I had gotten so upset and started crying because I was mad at myself for not being able to perform like I had once performed. And he pulled me off to the side and he yelled at me and he said, "You cannot use your injury as an excuse not to be the player you and I both know you can be." From that moment on, I just played my game and got my head straight and everything was fine. Like I said, every year has brought with it something new. And Coach Stahl has taught me new things every year. I went from being scared of him and barely being able to speak to the man to loving him like a father. Teachers are supposed to be the ones who impact a student's life and show that they care, and Coach Stahl is the perfect representation of what a teacher should be. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I love you.